Becoming Bigfoot. One day, I made a bold decision. I wanted to become Bigfoot. Not just dress like one for fun, but truly embody the spirit of this legendary creature. So here I am, halfway through the transformation, and honestly, I think I make a pretty convincing Bigfoot. Those who have known me my entire life know I identify as a Bigfoot. Now imagine you're hiking deep in the forest and suddenly, you spot me. Would you freeze in fear, or would curiosity win out? Would you dare to approach and strike up a conversation, or maybe bring me a few of those oddly addictive human snacks now and then? Or would you turn away deciding I was too strange to befriend? Here's what I can promise. Once I've fully become Bigfoot, I'll always be your silent guardian of the woods. I'll watch over you from the shadows, keeping you safe as you explore the wild. You may not always see me, but you'll know I'm there, your mysterious friend in the forest, half human, half legend, fully loyal. Your friend, Alan Bigfoot Goodson. Help! It's my first weekend as a Bigfoot, and I have questions. So, I finally made the leap, sold the condo, burned my social security card, and now I'm out here in the woods, fully committed to the Squatch life. But I gotta be honest, I did zero research. First off, what do I eat? Day 1. I tried bark. Bark is a scam. It's like chewing on sadness. Then I tried berries, but apparently glowing purple means hallucinate and scream at a tree for 3 hours. Day 2. I thought I was being slick and caught a fish with my bare hands. Turns out it was an old boot, still ate it. Jury's out on whether that was a win. But the real crisis, what the hell do I wipe with out here? Leaves? Half of them feel like 80 grit sandpaper. Moss? Felt okay at first, but now my cheeks itch like they're trying to leave my body. First off, what do I eat? Day 1. I tried bark. Bark is a scam. I heard rabbits are soft on your rear. Who started this rumor? I tried it. He bit me. Now I have a vendetta, and he has my dignity. We don't talk about it. Please, I need feedback in the comments. Like, is pinecone bidets a thing? Am I supposed to fast for enlightenment, or just because I can't find gluten-free cave food? Also, does anyone know if Bigfoots can eat Taco Bell, or is that what really made them go extinct in Oregon? Help a Squatch out. I'm cold, confused, and I think I just joined a cult of raccoons. Day 1. I woke up 8 feet tall, hairy, and smelling like beef jerky. Day 2. Scared a hiker, ate his granola bar. Day 3. Met Cheryl Bigfoot, 7'9", gorgeous and growled like a dream. Day 4. Gave her pine cones. She gave me a raccoon tooth necklace. We're in love. Day 5. Her dad sniffed me. I passed. Day 6. We built a cave together. Day 7. Rode a moose into the sunset. Feet big. Heart's bigger. True love is furry. I'm in love with a beautiful Bigfoot. It was love at first sniff, I mean sight. There she was, standing in the clearing like a goddess of the forest, covered head to toe in mud, pine cones, and what I hope was just wet moss. But let me tell you, she had that classic Bigfoot hourglass figure. Broad shoulders, wide feet, and a butt that could clear a trail. I knew she was the one when she grunted at me across the creek. Pure music to my hairy ears.
Okay, first of all, he was not what I expected. I looked at him and thought, ugh, another forest weirdo who smells like skunk cabbage and bad choices. But then he flexed. And not like posing for a mirror flexed. No, he slipped in the stream chasing a fish, face planted like a champ, and came back up holding a boot in his mouth. Then, he ate it. It was disgusting, and somehow, weirdly attractive.
Next thing I know, we're in the creek together. Just two lovebirds, scrubbing ticks off each other with river rocks. Real romantic stuff. But that boot I ate earlier? It was not sitting right. My Bigfoot belly was rumbling louder than a yeti in a thunderstorm. I knew it was time to step behind a pine tree and drop some lumber, if you know what I mean.
He told me he was going to gather wood. Yeah, sure, that's what he calls it. The trees still haven't recovered, and the animals haven't returned to the area.
To be continued. Check back to find out how our first date went. Spoiler, it involved howling, berries, and a skunk with commitment issues. Don't forget to subscribe for more Bigfoot love and other questionable life choices. So me and Cheryl decide to go on a diet together. You know, couple goals, get healthy, maybe see my feet again. We cut out the good stuff. No more raccoon ribs, no swamp pudding, and definitely no midnight marshmallow possum. Week 1, Cheryl's all disciplined and zen, doing yoga with the owls or whatever. Me? I sneak a beetle pie and somehow gain 8 pounds just smelling it. Week 2, she's glowing, losing fur in all the right places, looking like a forest goddess. Me? I sneeze and rip my bark fiber pants in half. Squirrels are laughing at me. Squirrels. Then we go to the Bigfoot bonfire party, and all the other Bigfoots are gawking at Cheryl. One even tried to hand her a pine cone bouquet. I'm over here looking like a dump truck on stilts. I ask her, "Am I still the only Bigfoot in your heart?" She smiles sweetly and says, "Of course, honey. You're the only one who still jiggles in 6 directions when you walk."
I think that was romantic. Anyway, I lost 30 pounds. Alan gained 30. I got a fan club. Alan got a second chin.
I woke up hungry and decided it was the perfect day for fishing. I grabbed his favorite fishing pole, a crooked tree branch with some dental floss tied to it, and stomped off toward the creek, whistling off-key and dreaming of grilled trout. I reached the stream, plopped down on a rock, and cast the line with a dramatic flick. Birds chirped. The breeze was perfect. Everything was calm. Until I shifted my big hairy foot and crunch, right onto a hidden hornet's nest. The buzzing started low, then exploded into a furious cloud of winged rage. My eyes went wide. I yelped like a cartoon and bolted down the bank, slapping at my shaggy arms and butt as the hornets went full kamikaze. I tore through the trees like a freight train, but the hornets kept up. Desperate, I dove into a clearing, right into the middle of a skunk family reunion. 7 skunks, startled out of their game of cornhole, turned and sprayed all at once. It was a black and white firestorm of stink. I screamed again, slipped in the grass, and face-planted right into Uncle Stinky's potato salad. The hornets took one whiff and fled in terror. The fish in the stream leapt out of the water and ran. Somewhere in the distance, an eagle gagged. I dragged himself to my feet, dripping stink juice and covered in welts, my fishing pole broken in half. I sighed, looked at the sky, and muttered, "I should have just ordered pizza." You ever try to tell the difference between a coyote and a wolf? Yeah, apparently I can't. So, there I am, Bigfoot, just stomping around the woods, lonely as heck. And I'd heard, somewhere on the forest grapevine, those coyotes make great pets. Real loyal, good howling buddies. So I spot what I think is a coyote, all mangy and mysterious, sitting there looking majestic like a 4-legged cryptid. I walk up all friendly like, "Hey little fella, you want to be best friends forever? You can ride on my shoulder when we scare hikers." Next thing I know, wham! That coyote lights into me like a wood chipper with anger issues. Turns out, it was a wolf, a big one, with teeth like kitchen knives and the attitude of a raccoon on espresso. It's got me in a headlock, chewing on my arm like I'm the last steak at a barbecue. I'm howling, crying, flailing. This wolf's giving me the deluxe exfoliation package. And just when I'm about to become forest jerky, boom! Here comes Cheryl. My Bigfoot girlfriend. 7 foot 9 inch tall, wild hair, carries a rock the size of a microwave. She launches it like she's in the Forest Olympics. Bonk, right on the wolf's noggin. It yelps and takes off faster than a squirrel at a dog park.
He's lying there, covered in fur and shame, and I look down at him like, seriously? A wolf? What's next? You tried to leash a mountain lion. He's still grounded. No pets for a month, except for that squirrel who follows me now. But that's another story.
So I decides I'm gonna take a shortcut through the forest to find the mythical all-you-can-eat berry patch. Armed with a soggy granola bar, a hand-drawn map from 1973, and the confidence of a Bigfoot who once beat a raccoon in arm wrestling, I stomp into the woods like I own the place. 5 minutes in, I realize 2 things. 1. My map is actually a Denny's placemat. 2. I've been following a trail of squirrel poop for half a mile. Now I'm lost, hungry, and starting to hallucinate that a mossy log is whispering insults. I try calling for help, but all that comes out is a sad Bigfoot yodel that sounds like a whale gargling peanut butter. Suddenly, crack! I step in a gopher hole, do a full-body somersault, and land butt first in a puddle of possum pee. Just as I start arguing with a confused owl, I hear it. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
You got lost 5 steps from the cave, Alan. 5. I've seen confused mushrooms with better direction sense. If getting lost were an Olympic sport, you'd have more gold than Michael Phelps. You could stand in your own driveway and still need a map to find your front door.
Cheryl Bigfoot. 7'9" of fury, curls frizzed from humidity, looking as beautiful as the midnight sky. I try to explain the squirrel poop trail, but she just grabs my furry ear and drags me back like a kid caught peeing in the pool. Back at the cave, I'm grounded for a week and banned from shortcuts, maps, and Denny's. The moral? Never leave the cave without snacks, signal flares, and Cheryl. So it's our very first camping trip, and Cheryl swore up and down she packed bear spray. Turns out it was hairspray. And now we've got a grizzly bear with a fabulous perm sprinting after us like we stole his salmon and insulted his mama. I'm running as fast as I can. Cheryl's yelling something about establishing dominance to me. And the bear? Oh, he's just back there looking like he's late for a barbecue and I'm the main course.
That bear really knocked us out. We hit the sack like a ton of bricks. Alan, wake up. It's morning. This tent is pretty cozy, all nestled deep in the redwoods. The air is crisp and fresh.
Cheryl, did you prepare a special camping breakfast? I took one bite of Cheryl's mystery scramble and grimaced dramatically. Did you cook this or did something already eat it? I'm teasing, poking at the unidentifiable concoction.
My smile vanished, replaced by a glare that could melt marshmallows. You think you can do better, Alan? Reaching down behind me and in an unbelievable camping twist, I grabbed a porcupine and hurled a startled porcupine straight at Alan.
Cheryl, not the pointy rodent again. I sprinted away like a jackrabbit being chased by a pack of greyhounds, trying to avoid the creature's quills.
You complain again, Alan, and you'll have more than just breakfast issues. I snapped, marching away in fox fury. I'm leaving you to negotiating peace with the bewildered porcupine. Alan, wake up. It's a beautiful morning and I want to start over. I'm sorry about yesterday. And I'm sorry, Alan, about yesterday's breakfast. It tasted like roadkill. Would you like some freshly ground organic coffee? I already brewed the coffee, a special organic blend. Alan, I swapped the coffee beans again. I know you liked our regular dark rich coffee, but I think this will surprise you. Let me pour you a cup. I hope you like it. Dear, they are organic dark roast. It is fresh as the outdoors. What Alan doesn't know is I swapped the coffee beans for deer droppings. It's organic, forest fresh. Perhaps next time, you'll think twice before critiquing my gourmet camping cuisine, if you want more of my coffee.
This coffee is really tasty, real earthy. Best coffee ever, Cheryl. I would have another cup, but my stomach is really upset. Must be something I ate.
Message received. I chuckled, rolling my eyes. Next time, stick to compliments. I will warn you before involving woodland animals in breakfast. LOL.
So there I was, deep in the woods, camping solo, living the dream, me, nature, and a suspicious smell I thought was a raccoon. It's 5 a.m. I'm in my tent, half asleep, dreaming about bacon and recliners, when suddenly I hear the most ungodly noise. Not raccoon. Nope. This sounded like Chewbacca choking on a kazoo. While being tased, I unzip the tent, peek out, and bam! There he is, a mad bear. I'm talking 8 feet tall, hairier than my Aunt Doris after she skipped waxing season, and stomping like he just discovered flip-flops in gravel. But he's not sniffing for snacks. Nah, this bear's got beef. He's looking for a brawl, and guess who he locks eyes with? Me. Now listen, I've fought worse. I fought Cheryl once, and lost so bad I still flinch when I hear Tupperware snap shut. That woman is strong, wiry, and once suplexed a deer out of her vegetable garden. So the bear charges, I charge, and boom, we're scrapping. I swing, he roars. I somehow knock him down like I meant to, and he runs off grumbling like I shorted him at poker night. I crawl back into my tent, puffing my chest like I just saved the forest. But then, I hear branches snapping again. He's back and brought a friend. Great. Now I'm on the menu and the entertainment. So what do? I break free. I make a mad dash for the only safe place, the porta potty. Cheryl had it rented just for the trip, one of those deluxe units with the hand sanitizer that smells like tequila and bad decisions. I dive in, slam the door shut, and then it begins. Grunts, groans, wheezing, the sound of plumbing meeting panic. I'm in there fighting for my life, against my own bad choices and half a can of chili. And then, silence. 3 minutes later, boom! That porta potty door blasts open like the space shuttle and I come flying out, arms flailing, eyes wild, pants halfway up, looking like I just lost a UFC match with Satan's plumber. I take off into the woods, cheeks clenched tighter than a banker at tax time, hoping to God that Bear doesn't come back with reinforcements.
Alan, you kill me. Wah ha 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 wah ha ha ha.
Hey y'all, Cheryl's been away at a top-secret diet retreat for 8 weeks. No phones, no contact, just kale, quinoa, and questionable smoothies. I've missed her like crazy, can't wait to see the results. There she is, look.
Alan, I missed you so much. I can't wait to get you home and tell you all about it.
I will race you home.
All right, Alan. One joke, one laugh. Loser eats a bug.
Cheryl, you eat bugs anyway.
Yeah, but this one's been dead since Tuesday.
You're on. Let's hear your joke.
Why are Bigfoot so happy?
Because they don't pay taxes?
No, because they eat whatever bugs them.
Wow, you opened with a bad joke? You're not funny. You're fly food.
Oh yeah? Let's hear your riveting material.
What do you call a Bigfoot with no legs?
Late for dinner. Late for a date?
A big no feet, get it?
Dang it, that was kinda good.
You laughed. Bug time, funny girl.
You ever tasted a Tuesday mosquito?
Only when I lost to my cousin in a burping contest. Swallowed one by accident.
What's brown, loud, and sits on your face?
I swear if that's a hint, I'm in.
It's your beard when you're sleeping and snoring through it. I hope the forest can sleep tonight. Good night, Alan.
Cheryl, good night. You big tease.
So, what brings you two in today?
He never listens. I tell him, stop dragging deer bones into the cave. But does he listen? No.
They're decorative bones. They tie the cave together.
Let's use I statements. Cheryl?
I feel unappreciated when you track mud through the river after I just cleaned it with moss.
Well, I feel judged for doing Bigfoot stuff. Sorry I don't fold towels, I shred them.
Shreds towels. With claws.
And every full moon, you just vanish into the woods with the guys.
It's not what you think. We're just playing poker with Mothman and the Chupacabra.
Have you two tried? Couples howling?
That's it, I have to go deliver some timber.
Is this a problem? Every time he gets upset, does he has to go deliver some timber? Oh my god, that stinks.
After delivering a load of timber like that, I just couldn't go back in. Man, was my stomach upset.
Well, Alan took off after killing the therapist's office. God, that was horrible. I tried to reschedule, but after that, they said they were all booked up. I'll have to look for a new therapist.
Okay. Let's think this through. Should I ask Cheryl to marry me? She's got those eyes that make me forget how to spell Sasquatch. But is this smart? You're in love, you big hairy doofus. Let's break it down. Pros and cons. Starting with the pros. 1. She already knows what you smell like in July and hasn't left. 2. She cooks chili that could raise the dead. Perfect for ghost hunting. 3. She laughs at your Bigfoot jokes, even the ones about toe fungus. 4. She trims your back hair in the shape of a heart. 5. She's never once called animal control. 6. Her voice is softer than moss and louder than your snoring. 7. She's seen you trip over your own feet in the forest and still kissed you. 8. She lets you think you built the campfire. 9. She's got a laugh that scares off mountain lions. 10. You'd finally have someone to help find your left boot. 11. You already call her my lady of the forest, even at Walmart. 12. She didn't run when she saw your morning face. 13. She can identify 6 types of mushrooms and fake flattery. 14. She once arm wrestled a bear for your last Pop-Tart. 15. You already share the same shampoo for beards and tails. 16. She didn't blink when you howled at the moon in your sleep. 17. She knows your love language is fried stuff. 18. She's more organized than your toenail collection. 19. You've already carved her name into 12 trees. 20. You're 68. If not now, when? During your next hip replacement. Okay. Dang, those are solid. But what if... Oh, here it comes. The cons. 1. You'll have to share your jerky stash. 2. She might want to redecorate your man cave with actual soap. 3. She'll find out you can't really fix anything. You just hit it. 4. She'll learn your wilderness tracking is mostly just guessing. 5. No more pants optional Saturdays. 6. She'll want to talk during fishing. Like, the whole time. 7. She may outlaw squirrel stew forever. 8. She has strong opinions about socks with sandals. 9. She'll discover your cologne is just pine sap. 10. Your snoring now becomes a marital concern. 11. She'll demand you stop naming farts after forest spirits. 12. You'll have to hide your secret marshmallow hoard. 13. She may demand you stop building furniture out of driftwood. 14. She's going to put kale in things. 15. She'll want to talk about your feelings during full moons. 16. You might lose control of the TV remote forever. 17. She'll see your credit card bill from Bigfoot Bait and Tackle. 18. You'll have to explain why there are 37 coffee mugs, but no plates. 19. You'll be legally required to stop calling your belly button a storage pocket. 20. If it ends badly, you can't just disappear into the woods. She knows the woods. Well, dang, that's a close race. But remember, she's the one who still holds your hand when you're scared of frogs. Yeah, you're right. I'm asking her. Tonight. Under the stars. I'll even shave. My left elbow. Attaboy. Now go find that ring. Or at least a really shiny rock. So my nephew and I decided to drop 40 pounds before I marry Cheryl. Real romantic, right? Nothing says I do like sweating bacon grease out your eyeballs. We cut all carbs. We're talking protein only. Meat, eggs, sadness. Tossed in intermittent fasting and some diet supplements because, hey, who doesn't want to hallucinate their way to weight loss? That's when I hit B&C. Bigfoot Nutrition Center. It's where cryptids shop when they're tired of looking fluffy. I needed something to curb hunger and jack up the old metabolism. We tried everything. Appetite suppressants, metabolism boosters, even something labeled Sasquatch Sizzle, which turned out to be maple-scented bath salts. Then one day my nephew slaps a bottle in my hand and says, "Try this, rocket fuel." The label just said, "Warning, may cause involuntary tree climbing." So I took it. 3 days later. I finally blinked. I had cleaned the entire house, alphabetized the forest, and learned Spanish by accident. I lost 7 pounds and half my soul. But I wasn't pooping. For a week. I was constipated so bad, squirrels held a prayer circle for me. Then, boom, timber time. It felt like passing a haunted tree stump. Another 7 pounds, but I saw the face of Elvis. Worth it? Debatable. No toilet paper either. Just a poor little rabbit nearby. I think he's in witness protection now. Anyway, the fasting kicked in. I started eating beans, chicken, and bacon every meal. Smelled like Bigfoot was chasing me off a cliff. I farted so hard my recliner moved 3 feet. Dropped another 15 pounds. Only 11 left. But then, I started thinking about rocket fuel again. Just the thought made my eyeballs vibrate. Took it. Up for 3 more days. Painted the house, built a canoe out of bark, forgot my name. Lost 5 pounds. But again, no timber. 9 days. I either needed a doctor or a large animal vet. On the way to the clinic, it hit the mother lode. I dropped 11 pounds of pure, stinky forest shame in a gas station bathroom. I cried. The raccoons applauded. I'm done. Rocket fuel? Never again. Probably. Well, I might have gone overboard. What do you think? Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Folks, it's been 7 days since I said I do to Cheryl Bigfoot, and let me just say, oh, what have I done? It started with the honeymoon. In the same forest we met in. Romantic, right? Wrong. She packed matching hiking outfits. I looked like a confused park ranger with mange. She made us take selfies with deer. One licked my ear. I haven't emotionally recovered. Day 2. She replaced my bacon candle with eucalyptus and guilt. The air in our cave smells like a spa that doesn't allow meat. By day 3, she reorganized my rock collection alphabetically. Now I can't find my favorite angry toe-shaped quartz. Day 4, she outlawed my famous squirrel surprise stew. Said it was a war crime in a bowl. We had kale tacos. Kale tacos. I cried quietly into a napkin that she folded into a swan. By day 5, she introduced Feelings Night. Apparently, grunting and throwing moss at a tree isn't emotional processing. We sat in a circle, me, Cheryl, and the neighbor raccoon, and talked about our inner vines. I still don't know what that means, but I agreed or she'd bring out the kale again. Day 6, she made me shave one armpit, said it was a trial run for civilization. Now I whistle when I walk. And on day 7, she put a label maker in my cave. I now have jars labeled toenail clippings, moon screams, and important dirt. But you know what? She still laughs at my morning howls. She still leaves love notes in my tree bark. And last night, she kissed me right on the nose and whispered, "You're still my hairy dreamboat." So yes, I've lost bacon, freedom, and half an armpit. But dang it, I've never been happier being this confused. Send help. Or jerky.